For our first outdoor ed trip, we're going to be building and improving a trail at a local reservoir. I want to start with, where does our water come from? You guys have all learned about the water cycle, but where does our water come from? The water we drink and shower with and use. As you hopefully know, most of it comes from the Sierras. And this chart shows the aqueducts, the pipes that bring the water from the mountains to the major cities. The one that we use is Macalumi. East Bay Mud is the company that brings us our water. And as you can see from the map, our local watershed is pretty much any area over the hills from NOCCS. A little bit about East Bay Mud. It started in 1923, cost $26 million originally. That would be the equivalent of $377 million today. The reservoir we're going to go to gets its water from three primary sources. Some come from the aqueduct, but most come from local runoff. And what do trails and recreation have to do with runoff? Well, it's important. If we don't keep trails well maintained, you're going to get erosion. There's a particularly bad case of erosion. You can see from the map, erosion is a problem around the reservoirs. You don't want silt and sedimentation in our water. This is going to be us, not with power tools, but we will be out there. We're going to drive through the Caldecott Tunnel. Here's a close-up. We're going to start and end at the recreation area, and then we're going to break into our advisory teams to work along the trail. We're going to use real forest fighting tools. Like this one? No, sorry. Robots for fighting forest fires don't exist yet. These are the tools we're going to be using. The Pulaski and the McLeod are actually named after forest rangers who invented them. This is the entry kiosk. Take you on a little tour here of where we're going to be working. There's the recreation area where we'll have lunch and also get our orientation. Here's some footage of the trail itself. It looks like some kind of nest, but really I think it's just the bulldozer coming through here and making a mess. So you guys can see the trail is very rough. It's just been cut. It's just been dug by a tractor, but it's totally loose. And especially when you get to parts, you see there's, old poles with barbed wire. And you get to parts in the trail where it's just very loose. Whoa. You can see it's just a mess in here. You can also see, though, how it could be really nice with some work. See, it goes through the woods and then you come out to a view like this. Here's some cool plants to look out for. The bay trees, you can put them in your spaghetti sauce. Broadleaf oak, hopefully are going to give us some beautiful colors. There's also coast live oaks that do not change color their leaves. Anise, anybody know what kind of candy this is used to flavor? Watch out, we've got some hazards on the trail to look out for. Thistle. Mainly, you want to look out for poison oak. And I put together a little training video for those of you that may not be able to recognize it. Listen up. Okay, so is that blackberry or poison oak compared to this? Blackberry or poison oak? Alright, so I hope you guessed right, because that's poison oak, and it can be green, can be red at this time of year. Okay, it can grow close to the ground or it can grow up in the trees. That's blackberry. It has prickles on it, and the leaves have kind of sharp edges and lots of points. But they both come in leaves of 3. But you can see poison oak is generally shinier and the edges are more rounded. Keep your eyes out too for some endangered species that you might see out there. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day and well worth the effort.